There's a prison in Russia where no one ever gets out, not even after they die. The inmates, buried inside the same walls that held them. No release, no return, just a cold grave inside the fence. This place isn't just about punishment. It's built to make people disappear. It's called Fight Iceland, an isolated prison buried deep in the north, where the cold cuts through steel and the silence never ends. They say it holds the worst of the worst: killers, terrorists, men serving life sentences with no chance of parole. But here's the question: why would a prison bury its dead right next to the living? And what does that say about the system that runs it? In this video, we're going inside one of the hardest prisons in the world to find out what life looks like when even death isn't an escape. If you're into stories that reveal what's hidden behind locked doors, like this video, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss what comes next. Hidden deep in Russia's frozen north, Fight Iceland, officially Ognjeni Ostrov, stands on an isolated island surrounded by cold lakes and marshes. It was purpose-built to be unreachable. Winter temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Celsius, turning steel to ice. Thin summer months hit over 40 degrees Celsius, then give way to biting mosquitoes. A single bridge spans the water, and every 3 steps across it, you'll pass a guard. Once inside, towering 6-meter walls, barbed wire, razor coils, concrete bluffs 1.5 meters thick, and cameras at every angle close in. The island is ringed by swamp and shallow water traps. Escaping? Almost impossible. Surviving? A different challenge altogether. For inmates serving life without parole, this isn't just isolation. It's punishment by absence. Absence of freedom, of community, of hope. There's no surrounding town, no chance of seeing passing cars or people. Just frost, concrete, wire, and surveillance. The warden is silence itself. Inside, life is divided into strict, numbing routines. You get 1 shower a week with 3 other men. There's no camera in the stalls, but guards peek through tiny windows. Meals come through metal slots. Each tray weighed, calorie counted. No extras, no conversation. One man who worked in the kitchen told us dryly, "They eat. They don't speak. They stay alive. That's all we ask." Their one outdoor break is a concrete yard under wire mesh, more like a dog run than a courtyard. It's wide enough to walk, but only so far. Space is an illusion. They see the sky, but can't reach it, pacing as if to remind themselves they still exist. Privacy is a myth. You're watched all day, every day. Cameras track your teeth brushing, you're sleeping, you're staring into the walls. Guards hover, alert for any sign of weakness or unrest. You learn to hold your breath. Literally, privacy, independence. These are not part of life here. But even in that suffocating routine, a spark of humanity remains, like Otoma. When he arrived at 24, convicted of killing his ex-girlfriend, he believed the prison's promise. After 25 years, you could request a review for parole. So far, nobody has ever left alive, but Otoma still believes. At night, he stares through a small barred window at the cemetery. Fresh graves uncovered under snow are reminders that some of his fellow inmates died right here, and their bodies stayed. This is no execution, but much worse, a life sentence that follows you into the ground. Inscribed in a courtyard monument is a phrase that hits every man walking by. Redemption is policy, not reality. It's a brutal message that any hope is false hope, but policy is the tool. Policy keeps them alive, keeps them compliant. Instead of giving release, it holds them in. Instead of sending them home, it buries them, underground yet within walls. It holds a mirror to every inmate. You may live, but you will never leave. Their days consist of factory labor, making life jackets, uniforms, and building maintenance. They earn rubles, but most go to victims' families or prison costs. Whatever's left is symbolic at best. Yet the routine sustains structure. It distracts from disintegration. Otoma sends small payments monthly to his victim's mother, not because it undoes his crime, but because it's something he can control, something he can say he did. Family visits are rare, 2 in the first decade, 1 per year afterward, if your record is spotless. 3 days in a prison-held apartment under watch. Many lose the will to push. Their families lose patience. Visiting isn't hope. It's a reminder of what they don't have. That isolation fractures every bond life once offered. Trauma compounds, routine dulls. Identity fades away behind rising frost and unending walls. What officials call a life sentence here is worse than death. Russia abolished the death penalty in the 1990s. This is the replacement, a calculated slow erosion. No spotlight, no finality, just a frozen cage of years that eats away at your sense of time. Months meld, years collapse into quiet providence. Time isn't measured here, it's managed. Each day stretches by doing nothing but living within limits. Each moment is recorded, judged. A man doesn't serve time. Time serves him. It shapes him. It breaks him. It buries him, one day after another. When a prisoner dies, the body remains. They never leave. Not alive, not in memory, only in burial. The prison's fenced cemetery grows, slowly accumulating silent witnesses. Each headstone, each icy mound, brands the psyche of those living inside. You don't just remember death, you live alongside it. And when you breathe every day with graves you passed before, you learn submission, or you break. But there's something else at play, a psychology woven into walls to give false hope as a leash, a means of compliance. To offer a review at 25 years, to maintain order. Without that, despair explodes. The mind escapes before the body ever could. So the policy is held up like a prize, but never given out. Redemption becomes a thread used only to maintain the weave. Otoma and others, they are proof. They comply, they work, they send money, they hold on to that possibility. Even though they know, even though no one gets out. It's not faith, it's survival, waiting, hoping, living defense. No one leaves this place, not alive, not in death. The buildings stand, the walls grow old, the graves multiply. Nature reclaims the sky, but the ice doesn't let go. It buries the living, it buries the dead, it buries possibility. So the question lingers. What happens to a person when even their death ensures they never leave? When every day is an echo of the promise, and every grave is a reminder of the failure? Fight Iceland doesn't just hold prisoners, it holds lives, time, hope, and buries them all. For good. They told him that after 25 years there might be a way out, a review, a second chance. But no one ever leaves Fight Iceland, not alive and not remembered. Otoma still looks out through the bars each night, past the snow, toward the graves of the men who once believed the same thing. Hope here isn't a path, it's a cage. Because in this place, the sentence doesn't end when the time is up. It ends when you stop being seen as a person and start becoming part of the silence. And that leaves us with a question. When someone dies slowly, over decades, behind cameras, without ever being heard, can we still call that justice? Let us know in the comments. Should prisons exist only to punish? Or can they be something more? And if you feel that pull to keep searching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a step in our journey to uncover what still hides on this earth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.